Guys, this is Parm for ProBox Respect. I'm here with Johnny Eames, world-class boxing coach and manager. So how are you doing today?
Fine, thank you.
Good, good, good. We're at the Newham Boxing Club?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. How long have you been here?
About a year now, I think. Since we lost the TKO, Joey's an old friend of mine, Joey being Joey Chapman, who runs Newham Boxing Club.
Yeah.
And after trying a few so-called friends who have now got gyms, I asked if I could use their gym until I got myself back on my feet. They promptly told me, sorry, couldn't do that. I ain't going to mention no names, but they know they are.
Sure,
and,
sure.
So I asked Joey, a lifelong friend, and he said, yeah, no problem, I've been here ever since.
Excellent, excellent. You mentioned TKO Boxing Gym. You founded that back in September 2006 in London's East End. You had a stable of highly successful professional fighters. As you know, I've known you since, I think, 2012 now.
Yeah.
One of the things that I found very interesting is that you had it open to all comers. And to be honest, mate, I don't know if you know this, but the page is called ProBox Respect TKO page. So you're my inspiration. Thank you, sir. And you know, back in the day, like I said, thank you for opening the doors to all comers. You was always hands-on with Luca as well, whether it was in the office or in the gym, giving advice. Now, many people in there, the Tibbsies, Darren Hamilton, Billy Joe, Chrissy Morton, Ben Doherty, Ian Napper, Mark Reefer, Barry, loads of people there. Do you miss that atmosphere?
I miss the gym terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible. A lot of the people you mentioned there, I don't miss. Because,
okay, all right.
Because as I said to you on the telephone,
yeah,
they've all shown their true colours.
Yeah.
Obviously, Jimmy and Mark Tibbs, we're still very, very good friends.
Sure.
You know, Ben Doherty, I talk to quite a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Numerous others you name there, but there's quite a few names there that, you know, if I don't see them again for the rest of my life, I wouldn't really care.
Yeah,
you know,
fair
people
enough.
who, as far as I'm concerned, are getting a living off the back of someone else.
You said you were still in contact with the Tibbs, and I know especially somebody who trained me, Darren Hamilton, Chrissy Morton, Ben.
Yeah.
You've started doing something recently with them as well, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, at the moment, I've got 3 professional fighters that I train.
Yeah.
I've got a lot of time on my hands. I've got a couple of more that I manage, but I've got 3 that I actually train myself. I've got a lot of time on my hands. Getting under my wife's feet, and she said, why don't you go and find something to do? So at that time, Chrissy was advertising that she needed an experienced trainer, so I rang her up and asked her if I fitted the bill, and she said I might be able to fit the bill. She said, of course I'll fit the bill. So at the moment I do 1 night a week with Chrissy and the Bad Boy Promotions outfit.
Yeah.
Quite enjoying it actually.
Yeah.
Takes me back a long while. It's a long, long while since I've trained beginners. A long while.
Yeah.
I think I've been a professional trainer now for about 16 years.
Well, mate, if it wasn't for you and TKO, we are Bad Boys. I'm sure Chrissy would say that we wouldn't have had that start as well. So they've come a long way.
You know, the gym was a community gym, and it's such a sad thing that we lost it. But you know, we just couldn't afford it in the end. You know, even though we had a good sponsorship from Trad, who for a lot of bad mouthing, he withdrew as well from people saying certain things that wasn't true. But you know. It'll happen again.
Absolutely.
It'll happen again, I promise people.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I mentioned before, you know, for people like you and myself, it was really humbling to be around British champion, world champions, levels, all level boxers. You've always offered those facilities. Is that something that you're hoping to do here? So.
Yeah, I mean, it is, and Joey knows he's helping me out. It's just a stopgap. I've got backers now who are willing to help me. Open a new TKO gym.
Yeah.
The one thing that they're insisting on is that it's got to be a money-making gym, not just a hobby, because that's where we fell down last time. Where I tried to keep it just solely boxing, which made the atmosphere it had.
Yeah.
It doesn't pay the bills.
No.
So we've got to look at a different angle when we reopen this time. But I'll be sitting down with the backers and working out which way we're going to go with it. But hopefully in the near future there will be a new TKO gym. It will be open to the public as the other one was. It's not going to be a private gym, and hopefully we bring the same atmosphere as every other gym I've had.
Back in the day at TKO, the administration team always seemed to be yourself and Luca. Will it be the same, or is there a different structure
It's
this
up to
time?
the backers. It's up to the backers.
Okay.
You know, they're going to have a big, major role in it, obviously, because it's going to be their money.
Sure.
I'm going to be in charge of the boxing side of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
What else happens in the gym is going to be down to the actual backers of the gym.
Okay, no problem. Johnny, you yourself had 45 amateur fights for Broad Street ABC.
Yeah.
As a coach yourself, you've trained world champions, British champions, Commonwealth champions. What's been the highlight for you, if you can?
Do you know what? Me and Jimmy Tube spoke, and Jimmy, I reiterate this in his book. One of the highlights for me was when Ian Bailey won the Southern Area title.
Really? Okay.
Because Ian Bailey is such an honest professional fighter and has fought everybody.
Yeah.
You know, 3 of the fighters he's boxed have gone on to become world champions. One of them was a European champion, others are British champions, English champions, you know. And because the kid don't sell tickets, he don't get the rub of the green, he's had to do it the hard way.
Yeah.
So the night when Ian Bailey won the Southern Area title, me and Jimmy Tibbs was both ecstatic and over the moon for the kid, because, and Jimmy even says in his book, you know, he's had world champions.
Definitely.
But that was one of the highlights of his career, and I would say that's also. But obviously, the main highlight of my career was my very first.
That could be your missus ringing now.
Yeah, albeit a WBU champion, Kevin Lear. When he fought Michael Gomez in his 13th fight, we went to Manchester on the Out McGee undercard and won the world title.
Yeah.
You know, the WBU ain't a recognised title now, but in them days, Ricky Out was WBU champion, it was recognised.
Absolutely.
So that is most definitely the highlight of my career, because I was with Kevin from helping training him from 11 years of age with the West Ham Boys Club.
Johnny, and that's really humbling to hear, because you could have, you know, out of your stable of world champions, Commonwealth, British champions, you could have named anything, and you said Southern Area champion. So
yeah, I mean, and as I said, that ain't only me that says that. Jimmy Tibbs says exactly the same. So you know.
Yeah, and Jimmy Tibbs is and yourself, you're like gods.
Jimmy Tibbs. You said I was one of your inspirations. Jimmy Tibbs was my inspiration in boxing.
Okay. Well, hopefully Mark will see this later on, and he can say a big up to Jimmy Tibbs as well.
Yeah.
You sort of mentioned, obviously, that you're looking to start up the gym here. Is there anything else you're doing at the moment? Are you training other fighters, or? No,
I'm, as I said, I'm open for a bit of one-on-one at the moment. Finances are hard since I've lost the TKO Gym.
Sure.
So I've just started doing a few one-on-ones. Still a few spaces available if people are looking. Inbox me.
Yeah, inbox you. I mean, I'll tag you in, guys. So if anybody, you know, this is the man, Johnny Eames, world famous boxing coach. So they can just inbox you or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect.
And as I say, I'm helping Chrissy out, and I've got 2 really good new professionals. Michael O'Rourke, who's 6-0.
Yeah.
He's a light welterweight, great fighter, throwback to the old school, sells a lot of tickets. And a young kid who had his debut 2 weeks ago, Danny Arnold, used to box for Repton and St Pancras.
Okay.
Great fighter. And along with little Ian Bailey, who I've now stopped taking short notice fights for.
Sure.
He deserves a little fair crack in the whip.
Is any of them coming up on any shows?
Yeah, I've got October the 1st.
Mm-hmm.
Is Danny Arnold and Michael O'Rourke, both of them.
Is that going to be your call somewhere, or?
Yeah, you're calling it. And Ian Bailey's on, I think, the 26th, I think it was, of September, on a matchroom show.
Cool.
Fighting for an English title eliminator.
So again, if any guys can get down there to support yourself,
come support.
Yeah, hit you up on Facebook or the box
Ian
office.
Because he needs all the support in the world, because he don't sell hardly no tickets, you know.
Okay.
And the kid deserves it.
Absolutely. Out of the current crop of, let's say, professional fighters, any professional fighters, or even up and coming, is there anyone you would love to train yourself? Amateur, professional, anybody you can think of?
I'm happy with the 2 boys I've got.
Yeah.
Honestly, you know, we can all make stars out of stars. Let's make stars out of non-stars.
Sure.
You know, that for me defines a good trainer.
Yeah.
And I'd like to think that some of the boys who I've had have gone on to be not mega stars in money-wise, but you know, title-wise, you know, we've done a good job of them, because they ain't come over to the professional ranks already as stars.
Absolutely. And doing the stuff with Chrissy's Bad Boy promotions, that must give you a lot of satisfaction as well.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's difficult for me to step back and train beginners. It's
Yeah.
stuff that I did a long while ago,
Yeah,
and I've got to pull right into my memory banks and remember how to do it. You know? And it's only the second time I've done it for Chrissy, which was Tuesday night, and I still feel a little bit shy, if you like,
sure.
because it ain't my gym. It ain't. Do you understand where I'm coming from?
Yeah, I understand, mate.
It's a bit difficult, but
Yeah.
you know, I'll get there.
But it's coming. It's coming.
I think they're enjoying it anyway.
Absolutely. Well, I've been seeing some of the videos, mate.
Yeah.
And you're looking good. Just coming up to some of the big shows that are coming up in a couple of weeks. We have some major fights: Golovkin versus Brook, Canelo versus Liam Smith. How do you see those going? And do you ever see Canelo versus Golovkin? Do you ever see that coming off? Or
I think Kell Brook has took off taking a big chance.
yeah,
Although he's very big for his weight, Brook, I'm not sure if he's big enough for Golovkin.
yeah,
I'm sure it'll give a great, what's the word I'm looking for?
performance.
Performance, you know, and I'm sure that he won't let anybody down.
Yeah,
But I'm pretty certain that he can't beat Golovkin.
yeah,
With Liam Smith, I think he's in with a chance, Liam.
he's looking sharp. Seen some of the videos.
I'm a very, very close family, a friend of the Smith family. We're close,
yeah.
very close. We've been friends for years.
Yeah,
And so I'm probably a little bit biased in what I'm going to say, and I'm probably letting me heart or me head. But I think that Smith can nick that one.
I hope he does. And I think
really, really do. He's got the determination. He's got the pedigree.
Yeah.
The family are an unbelievable family.
I mean, some of the videos Frank Warren shared, and he's looking super sharp. I'll tell you one who excites me is his brother Callum.
Callum's a great fighter.
You know,
Paul's been a friend of mine for years. I mean, when I do the Indie Rose Trust, Paul's actually a patron to the Indie Rose Trust.
yeah,
And he brings them all down. They're all actually excellent footballers, the Smiths.
Are they?
They're excellent footballers.
Cool.
You know, and I'm sure if they weren't professional boxers, they could have been professional footballers.
so
When they come down to have the friendly tournament, it ain't friendly. They don't win, you know.
they get stuck in, don't
And I
they?
know their determination. I'm sure Liam will carry that determination into the fight with him, and I'm sure it'll pull him through.
So if potentially Golovkin versus Canelo, can you ever see that happening?
It's a possibility. It's a possibility.
Yeah,
I mean, what other fight is there out there for them both?
yeah, not that way, and you know,
Credibility-wise.
exactly. I mean, potentially we can throw our friend Billy Joe in there,
Yeah.
Danny Jacobs, Billy
Yeah.
Joe Saunders,
Yeah.
Canelo. People mention Cotto. I think he should retire.
Billy Joe's, he's got a good chance with any of them because of his style and his ability.
Definitely, it's
He's
very
got so
slick.
much ability, Billy Joe,
Yeah,
and people tend to overlook that. And I mean, all this crap that's going on with the Eubanks, you know. I love Billy a piece, but he should just put it to bed and just get on with his own career. They ain't going to interfere with his career. They can't. They're not capable.
no, and he's proven it. He's beaten
They're
Eubanks.
not capable. I believe that Eubanks Jr. is a better fighter than what I give him credit for when I first saw him,
Yeah,
and I think he's learned the ropes, but I don't think he'll ever get up to world class level.
I think you're right.
I really
think
don't.
you're right. I think you know, you seemed pretty close live when I was there as well, watching Billy's performance with Eubank Jr. But I think you're right, mate. I don't think he'll be the same level as his dad.
I think if they fought again there, Billy wins it at a coast.
Yeah, I think he will.
Easy.
I think definitely,
Easy.
definitely. I'm going to bring it down a notch, Johnny. You have a lovely family, beautiful grandchildren, as on Facebook.
Yeah.
What inspires you to still do this, mate?
The grandchildren, you know, my days of wanting to be rich are over.
Okay.
But I just want to be comfortable so my grandchildren can have what they want, whenever they want it.
That's nice, mate.
You know, and the inspiration for me always has been my fighters, never the financial side of it.
Sure.
You know, if I wanted to get rich, I wouldn't be a boxing trainer, believe me.
You do something else.
Unless you have that Ricky Hatton or Anthony Joshua walk into your gym or be given to you by a promoter,
Yeah.
you ain't going to get rich.
Sure.
You know, my biggest payday, I'm not going to say what it was, but it wouldn't have paid my mortgage for a month.
Okay. Well, listen, hopefully big and better things come. You got this boxing gym. You're inspiration to many people. Like you said, like I said to you earlier, TKO was my inspiration for the ProBox respect. So on that note, mate, I'm going to say thank you very much
No problem.
and wishing you all the best.
Thank you very much.
Take care, bud.
Cheers.